Hey, in a recent video, PewDiePie mentions his frustration with seeing cones and pylons everywhere in Japan.
There's too many cones in Japan. They're everywhere. Oh, thank God there's cones here. Otherwise, I had no idea what I was gonna...
Sure, there are probably more cones in Japan compared with most other places in the world, especially if you live in a city. But it got me thinking about cones and what they reveal about Japanese culture.
The rules and customs of Japan may seem complex to someone who didn't grow up here, but they're extremely well defined. There is a correct way to do everything. A correct way to interact with someone depending on your relationship, a correct thing to say when we enter a room or before we eat something, a correct way to write characters, alphabet letters, or even numbers, to give a present to someone, to fold something. In any given situation, there's a generally accepted, culturally correct response.
Of course, not everyone follows these rules to the letter every time, but people take comfort in knowing that they're there and that most people follow them most of the time. What is the function of a cone anyway? Well, sure, we could say it's for safety. I mean, they keep people in their lanes and make sure people don't fall into irrigation ditches and that kind of thing. But beyond that, cones and pylons clearly establish the rules and expectations of a certain location. Generally where you are or aren't allowed to walk or drive or stand. And like with the general social rules I mentioned earlier, people don't necessarily follow all the guidelines. And no one's gonna call you out for not obeying the cones, I don't think anyone's gonna particularly be bothered. But as long as we can see the cones, we feel like, order is being maintained. I probably knew where to walk or drive or stand without cones and pylons to tell me, but it's lucky they're here because I would hate to have that awkward feeling of not knowing what was expected, or even worse, making a mistake that could inconvenience someone else. Like Japanese cultural rules, the cones reassure us that in fact we are doing what we're supposed to be doing as responsible members of society. All that said, where I live, they mostly do just keep people from falling into irrigation ditches. Thanks for watching. That's all I have to say right now. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. My next video may actually be about something of relevance. また今度. See you next time.